Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Monday morning, which means another staking update video. This is for week 8 now, and as always, every 4 weeks I'm going to be doing a full update video later in the week with all the different kind of revenue streams, all the figures for everything, and going over those in a bit more detail. So that will be staking, masternodes, trading, hodling, social stuff, everything like that. So I'll be going over those in a little bit more detail later in the week. Now, before I start, just to bring you up to date with any kind of changes, I've actually a few changes this week. SmartCash. So unfortunately, this week was the week where we were anticipating being eligible for smart rewards, but I checked the wallet a few days ago and I'd obviously made some kind of outbound transaction, maybe some of the Masternode rewards from that particular address, so we're not eligible for any smart rewards this month. In addition to that, SmartCash has changed. It was announced a few days ago, but it's changed the Smartnode collateral from 10,000 smart to 100,000, so quite a substantial increase, 10 times increase. And as a result of that, the price has had a good week. Actually, it's been up quite a bit. So I actually sold all of my SmartCash. Now, I'm not going to be buying back and holding for smart rewards. It doesn't really make much sense to me, just purely holding SmartCash for smart rewards. I will talk more about the Smartnode side of things, what I'm going to do with that in the Masternode experiment tomorrow. But just to let you know, that's why there's no SmartCash. In addition to that, I sold a load of Neutron a couple of days ago, waiting to buy back, so the weekly stakes for Neutron are down a bit. And then unfortunately, I came back yesterday. I was out all day yesterday, came back yesterday evening, and my staking machine had gone down. I'm not quite sure what had happened, maybe a power cut or something like that, but it had crashed kind of catastrophically. It rebooted okay, but unfortunately a lot of the blockchain databases were corrupted. Some of them re-indexed within an hour or so, and some of them I had to rebuild from scratch, and a couple of these are still going now. So there may be one or two stakes that are kind of missing from this list, but I'll add them onto the total amounts next week if I have missed them out. But unfortunately, that's one of the excuse me, that's one of the problems with kind of staking. If you have a wallet's crashing, or even worse, a whole machine go down and takes out your blockchain databases. So if they're being sort of updated as a machine crashes, often it causes kind of problems. They have to be re-indexed or re-downloaded from scratch. So I've got a couple of wallets that I'm having to do that with at the moment. Anyway, let's jump into the figures for last week. We'll start at the top as always with NAV. So 10 NAV worth $1.63, really good week for NAV. Syndicate 21.6 worth 50 cents. Neutron 13.34 worth 7 cents. As I mentioned, I did sell a load of the Neutron. I'm intending to buy back, but if I don't, I'll update these kind of figures next week, but that's why this figure is a bit low this week. Neo Gas, I acquired 15 more Neo, up to 230 Neo now, so 0.493 worth $1.24. BeanCash, one stake this week, so 1,000 BeanCash worth 84 cents. No smart rewards, as I mentioned earlier. Linda, we had our first Linda stake, which was great to see. So last week I consolidated a lot of the staking returns and Masternode returns and individual transactions for a few of these different wallets, actually consolidated those into kind of one big input, particularly for some of the coins where I have a smaller number of coins. And I got my first Linda stake this year. So this is all basically Masternode payouts that I'm then consolidating and then staking. The same for Vulcano and the same for Bulwark at the bottom there. So first stake came in this week, 698 Linda worth 25 cents. 2 stakes for PIVX, so 4 PIVX worth $3.02. Shard 5.54 Shard worth 13 cents. 150 Helix worth 42 cents, and finally 142.5 Vulcano worth 51 cents. So that's a grand total this week of $8.61. If we jump over and have a look at the chart, we'll see I was anticipating quite a good week this week, but I was anticipating it basically down to the smart rewards payout, which wasn't forthcoming. So despite that really good week, particularly for some of the coins, NAV had a good week, and PIVX as well, which kind of boosted us up. But nice to see some of the coins where we've just been basically staking our Masternode returns, starting to get a few stakes in from those. So that's nice to see. I think we've got this general kind of upward trend. This is a bit of an outlier, as I mentioned before. This was a week where we had our smart rewards and a really good week for BeanCash. I think we had 3 different stakes for BeanCash that particular week. But yeah, I'm I've been consolidating, as I mentioned, I've been consolidating the kind of coins, so I've gone through for a few of the different kind of wallets and done that, and it does seem to have had a little bit of an effect, but slightly better week this week than usual. Obviously, the market's been pretty turbulent, so I was actually anticipating this weekend being quite a quiet weekend, and I was maybe anticipating a breakout today, but we actually had a break up on Saturday, and then yesterday we had a big breakdown, which wiped out all of those Saturday gains, and probably about half the gains from the previous week as well. So I think we were up a little bit on where we were last week, just across the markets, but yeah, been quite a turbulent few days, but nice to see something finally happening in the markets. So anyway, the grand total this year so far, $47.18. But as I mentioned, later this week I'll be doing a full update video with all the different kind of revenue streams, and also tomorrow on my Masternode update video I will be doing a response to a comment I had last week where somebody was basically saying, you know, are any of these Masternode coins worth it? Wouldn't you be better off just holding in Bitcoin or buying into kind of Bitcoin? So I'm going to go over that in a little bit more detail tomorrow with some figures. But thanks very much for watching as always. Hopefully I will see you on the next video. But until then, have a great day. Bye bye.